Picture that golden stream of beer pouring into your glass after a long day. You hear the familiar hiss as you pop the top. Are you thinking about the rich American brewing tradition? The time-honored recipes passed down through generations. The kind of quality that was once this nation's pride. You need to forget all of that. While massive beer conglomerates are shattering profit records in 2026, you might be pouring yourself a cocktail of chemical compounds. Recent laboratory studies have exposed the unsettling truth about 7 of the most popular American beers currently sitting on store shelves. We're talking about residual glyphosate, mycotoxins from cheap grain, and fusel alcohols from rushed fermentation. Your liver is forced to process all of this while you're just trying to enjoy a quiet evening. If you are sick and tired of being ripped off at the checkout, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Your subscription is the only weapon we have to fight back against the multi-million-dollar advertising budgets of these corporations. Make sure you stay until the end, because the last brand on this list shocked even our most experienced beer tasters with what they discovered inside the can. Coming in at number 7 on our list is Blue Ridge Winter Warmer, a brand from the Mountain Brewing Company. This seasonal offering from the Molson Coors conglomerate appears every fall and winter in stores like Walmart and Kroger, selling for around $3 to $4 a can. The marketing heavily promotes cozy Appalachian traditions and warm winter evenings by the fireplace, painting a picture of rustic authenticity. However, a quick look at the ingredients list tells a completely different and far less charming story. High fructose corn syrup is listed right near the top of the label, one of the main components of the brew. This gives the beer an artificially sweet, candy-like taste that reviewers have compared to a blend of cola, honey, and toffee, creating something that barely resembles beer at all. American beer review channels on YouTube consistently rated a dismal 2.5 out of 10 points. The genuine character of a well-crafted beer is simply non-existent here. Consumers frequently complain about a cloying aftertaste that has absolutely nothing to do with a traditional mulled winter ale. Prominent American dietitians, featured on health portals like WebMD, warn that high fructose corn syrup is a significant contributor to obesity and various metabolic problems. In a product that is already high in calories, these artificial additives completely strip it of any nutritional value and firmly place it in the ultra-processed food category. The Mountain Brewing brand dates back to the 1990s, when it began producing regional beers with a distinct local character. Today it represents formulaic mass production that consistently fails to live up to anyone's expectations. Experts from American beer blogs like The Beer Connoisseur emphasize that this product is a textbook example of how corporations cut costs on raw materials, replacing them with cheap, inferior substitutes. Users on Reddit forums are even less kind, often calling it syrup in a can. We encourage you to check the label for yourself before you consider buying it, and you will see exactly what we're talking about. Number 6 is the iconic Pabst Blue Ribbon, or PBR. The Pabst Brewing Company produces it as part of a larger international beverage corporation. You can find this beer in virtually every American store, from small neighborhood convenience stores to massive supercenters like Walmart, for about $1 to $2 a can. Pabst Blue Ribbon has achieved legendary status in the American market, with marketing that leans heavily on themes of nature, strength, and classic Americana, all featuring its famous blue ribbon imagery. But the ingredients list reveals a different reality, using glucose syrup and hop extract instead of more natural, traditional components. These additives are known to cause brutal hangovers, which drinkers often compare to the aftermath of a night with cheap vodka, not a decent beer. Quality control issues are so rampant that the beer's taste can vary wildly depending on which state you buy it in. Frustrated users on forums and Reddit threads meticulously document these inconsistencies. High-alcohol beers are losing their appeal in the USA, with sales plummeting by 38% in 2023, according to data from Nielsen IQ. Pabst Blue Ribbon represents the drinking habits of a bygone era. The brand's mass-market formula was cemented around 1999, when production ramped up, shedding any of its original local character. Today, it's a mass-produced beer bulked up with corn, an addition that significantly cheapens the flavor profile. Public health watchdogs warn that beers like this are a major contributor to visceral fat, commonly known as a beer belly, over time. Reviewers on YouTube consistently point out metallic notes and a complete absence of any hop bitterness. A common sentiment is that it's the kind of beer you'd rather pour down the drain than serve to guests in your own home. Coming in at number 5 is Natural. This light, full-bodied lager from a major brewing corporation is a staple of cheap beer sold in American convenience stores like 7-Eleven for about 75 cents a can. It serves as the go-to everyday beer for countless consumers who grab it without a second thought. Its ingredients list includes corn, glucose syrup, and hop extract, a combination that perfectly defines an ultra-processed beer. This particular blend is notorious for causing headaches, according to numerous consumer reports on American online forums. Reviewers on American beer sites like Beer Advocate often compare it unfavorably even to cheaper store-brand beers, which somehow manage to taste better. In the American market, where lagers still dominate despite a 3.1% dip in 2023, this product is a prime example of low-quality, large-scale industrial production. The brand name might evoke a sense of heritage, hearkening back to a time when brewing beer meant something entirely different. Today, it's all about corporate mass production focused on quantity, not quality. Health concerns include its high calorie count and ingredients that your body struggles to process properly. The fermentation shortcuts used in its production leave behind compounds that your liver has to work overtime for hours to filter out. Each can puts an unnecessary strain on your system in exchange for minimal enjoyment. For the exact same price, better alternatives are sitting right there on the shelf next to it, just waiting for you. Quick question for you. Have you ever woken up with a pounding headache after just 2 or 3 beers from one of these big brands? Type 1 in the comments if you have, and 2 if you haven't. Let's see which brand has claimed the most victims among our viewers. At number 4, we have Steel Reserve. This high-gravity lager from a major brewing conglomerate boasts a 9% ABV and is available at stores like Walmart for around 90 cents. Its flavor profile is often compared to industrial-grade alcohol, mixed with a metallic aftertaste that lingers unpleasantly on the palate. Numerous review sources rate it as one of the worst beers you can find anywhere in the country. The malt liquor segment continues to decline in the American market as consumers become more educated about what they're actually drinking. Wolverine Lager is a classic price trap for those who prioritize cheapness above all else, including their own health. The brand dates back to the 1990s, with a philosophy of low cost over quality at every single turn. Your liver takes a serious beating from this beer. The high alcohol content, combined with production shortcuts, means your body is facing a chemical burden far beyond that of a normal brew. The fermentation process isn't given enough time to properly break down harmful compounds. These remain in the final product and hit your bloodstream, causing a whole host of problems. Headaches and nausea often follow consumption, even in moderate amounts. The cost savings amount to just pennies, while the health costs add up significantly over time. Number 3 is Glacier Peak Light. The brewing conglomerate behind it places this product on the shelves of discount grocery stores for about $1 a can. Its watery flavor is combined with an unpleasant aftertaste, and there are widespread reports of headaches from consumers all across the country. Review aggregators consistently rank it among the worst beers in the United States, with very little competition at the absolute bottom. The cheap lager segment is shrinking as consumers become more aware of quality differences and what they mean for their bodies. Glacier Peak represents the lowest tier of mass production, where cost-cutting infects every single stage of brewing. The process uses accelerated timelines that leave fusel alcohols in the final product. These compounds act like construction debris scattered throughout your brain. During normal fermentation, yeast produces various substances and then cleans up after itself when given enough time. Turbo brewing, however, bottles the beer before the yeast can finish its cleanup job. This debris lands directly in your head and stays there. The next morning effects tell the whole story clearly. Your body simply cannot effectively process these leftover compounds, no matter what you do. Number 2 is Zombie Toxin Ale from the Gravedigger Brewery. They produce this beer, sold in specialty craft beer shops, for around $6 a bottle. The smell hits you first, with unforgettable notes of paint thinner that should be an immediate warning. The taste delivers a chemical experience that reviewers describe as flawed and failed, with absolutely no redeeming qualities. Something went seriously wrong in the production, and you can taste the result in every single sip. The higher price makes this failure even more frustrating for consumers who expected something more. You're paying a premium for a product that tastes like a home brewing experiment that went horribly, horribly wrong. The sulfur compounds were never properly broken down during fermentation, as the process wasn't given nearly enough time to complete. Quality control clearly failed at multiple checkpoints along the way. This beer should never have made it to store shelves in its current state, but somehow it did. Taking the number 1 worst spot on our list is the so-called health-conscious 0.0% offering from Heritage Brewing Company. This non-alcoholic option typically shows up in major grocery chains for around $2 a bottle. Defective batches are plagued by sour and metallic flavors, making it quite possibly the worst non-alcoholic beer currently available anywhere in the United States. The irony of a product marketed as a healthy choice tasting this fundamentally awful cannot be overstated. Consumers looking for a satisfying, non-alcoholic option deserve so much better than what's being offered here. These glaring production issues create a drinking experience that risks turning people off the entire non-alcoholic category for good. An intense sourness, the kind that has no business being in a beer, combines with harsh metallic notes that strongly suggest contamination